What is an affidavit of heirship in New York? Understanding the role and application of affidavits of heirship in the New York estate probate and administration process is essential for anyone tasked with overseeing the fair distribution of a decedent's assets. These documents are foundational in confirming rightful heirs, especially in cases where the lineage or inheritance path isn't clear. At Schlessel Law PLLC, our New York estate planning attorneys are proficient in the nuances of estate planning and administration. We offer detailed support in drafting, validating, and filing affidavits of heirship. By partnering with us, you gain access to a team committed to meticulous research and diligent pursuit of all necessary information to assert heirship confidently and legally. Legalities of affidavits of heirship in New York. An affidavit of heirship is a crucial document in the context of estate management in New York, particularly when a formal probate process may not be necessary or feasible. It is used primarily to establish the rightful heirs to the estate of a deceased person who did not leave a will, intestate. Under the New York Codes, Rules, and Regulations, NYCRR 207.16, the affidavit of heirship becomes a crucial document in situations where the decedent has either no surviving distributees, only one distributee, or where the surviving distributees are more distantly related to the decedent, such as grandparents, aunts, uncles, or first cousins. In the absence of a spouse, children, or parents, these relatives represent the next tier of potential heirs under New York succession laws. An affidavit of heirship must clearly state each distributee's relationship to the decedent and must declare that the decedent is not survived by any other persons with a similar or closer relationship. When to use an affidavit of heirship? Specific requirements are set forth for the use of an affidavit of heirship in the state's probate and administration proceedings. This regulation is particularly relevant in cases where the dynamics of the decedent's familial relationships are less straightforward, necessitating a clear delineation of heirs to facilitate the legal processes. The affidavit provides a formal declaration identifying all potential heirs of the decedent. This is especially important when the heirs are not immediate family members. The affidavit details each heir's relationship to the deceased, thereby clarifying their legal standing and rights to the estate. This affidavit is commonly utilized to expedite the transfer of property to heirs without the need for a lengthy probate process. The main purpose of this document is to provide a clear record of the deceased's family history and lineage to confirm the rightful successors of their assets. By doing so, it assists in the seamless and undisputed transfer of assets, minimizing potential conflicts among potential heirs. An affidavit of heirship can be used in both probate and administration proceedings, meaning it can be used both in the presence and the absence of a will. Process of filing an affidavit of heirship. The filing of an affidavit of heirship in New York involves a comprehensive and diligent approach to establishing the decedent's family history and identifying potential heirs. This procedure is critical to ensure the equitable distribution of the estate in accordance with state law, particularly when direct heirs are not apparent. Here's how the process typically unfolds. Researching family history. To begin, a thorough investigation into the decedent's family structure is necessary. This includes gathering details on births, marriages, and deaths within the family, as well as other pertinent familial links that might influence the distribution of the estate. Conducting diligent searches. The surrogate's court requires that the affiant, who is preparing the affidavit, has conducted extensive searches to ensure all potential heirs are accounted for. This includes examining the decedent's personal effects, which can provide clues to potential heirs. Inquiring about the decedent with relatives, friends, neighbors, former business associates, and employers to gather more information on possible heirs. Contacting institutions that the decedent used, such as banks or the postal office, which may reveal forwarding addresses or other contacts. Corresponding to the last known addresses of any missing heirs to attempt direct contact. Searching over the internet or making phone calls to locate persons with the same or similar names in areas where the missing heir last resided. Examining public records to find the last known addresses of potential heirs. Preparing the affidavit. A disinterested third party, who is familiar with the decedent but has no financial interest in the estate, must prepare the affidavit. This individual must attest to the accuracy of the collected family history and the results of their diligent searches, based on both their personal knowledge and the documented evidence they have gathered. Filing with the court. Once the affidavit is fully prepared, documenting all efforts made and information gathered, it must be filed with the surrogate's court handling the estate's proceedings. The filing of this document is crucial as it becomes a part of the official record and helps to guide the administration of the estate. This process is designed to protect the interests of all potential heirs and ensure that the estate is administered fairly and transparently. By requiring that these extensive searches and documentation be completed, the surrogate's court aims to prevent any oversight of rightful heirs and mitigate the risk of future disputes or legal challenges. The Affidavit of Heirship thus serves as a foundational document in the administration of estates, especially those lacking a clear line of direct heirs. If you're considering using an Affidavit of Heirship to facilitate the transfer of assets, or if you need legal guidance through the estate administration process, contact Schlessel Law PLLC today at 516-574-9630. We are here to provide professional support, allowing you to focus on honoring the legacy of your loved one with peace of mind. Visit us at 34 Willis Avenue, Suite 300, Mineola, New York, 11501.